Peace and blessings, beautiful souls, magnificent beings. Unlike many individuals who think that you and I are born with a predetermined purpose, I don't hold on to those type of sentiments. I believe that we develop purpose. We find things through the talents that we cultivate that often become purposeful for our living. Allow us to listen to this individual break down a few things, and we'll chime in and see if we are on the same page. Allow him to speak.
Isn't that what we all want? Don't we want more meaning, significance, and purpose in our life? A lot of us will ask ourselves, why are we here? I'm here to tell you, instead of starting with our why, we should end with it. New York Times did a study that only 25% of Americans truly know their life's purpose. People are just wandering through life not knowing why they're here. There's people in this room. And this statistic blew my mind. And as I started to understand purpose, as I traveled around the world, it took me about 10 years to understand what my life's purpose was. And I wrote a book, and one of the graphs I created in it is the cycle of unfulfilling purpose. And there's 4 steps. The first one is a transition. We all experience transitions in our life. It can happen in many forms. We can have a kid, we can get married, we graduate school, we can leave the sport that we thought we were going to be a professional at. Something traumatic could happen to us. A loved one could die. Something happens in our life that changes everything.
So that's a video. That's a commercial about to pop up. So I'm going to jump right in before this commercial gets into play. What I would say from what he is speaking on is he tends to lean into the fact that you're finding a purpose. I lean into the fact that you develop purpose. Purpose is something that is cultivated from those things that you have developed and from a situation where you are driving yourself towards a distinct passion that either is within you or you have cultivated and developed. I don't believe in this idea that an individual has a predetermined purpose. I believe that individuals have predetermined talents, meaning that it's in their genes that they're going to be proficient and good at a specific thing. I think each and every one of us have those things, and many of us have multiple things. And I think many of us have obviously most of us have different things, and this is why society is such a great diverse outcome of innovation and creation, because we are uniquely different with unique talents. But I think people get lost looking for a purpose when the purpose has to be cultivated by the things that you desire, the things that you are passionate about, and the things that you would actually probably do for free. These are the foundational pieces of cultivating a life that becomes purposeful, and that becomes the purpose of your life when you have cultivated, developed the skills and talents that are you're naturally inclined to do, and you do it, and would do it for no money if you lived in a society that didn't force or didn't require for you and I to have money. Allow him to continue.
Unmotivating. And the scary part is this could last for days, maybe years, maybe decades, maybe even a lifetime for some individuals. Then there's the third step, that if we're able to get out of confusion, we're able to build momentum. We're able to create results in our life. We get crystal clarity on what it is that we need to do, and we think we found our life's purpose. We found the job, and purpose is the reason why we do what we do. So I could be going to this job, I could be working my way up, providing for my family, I could have purpose. But if I then come to the fourth step, which is unhappiness and lack of fulfillment, that's the ultimate failure. And I look up and I ask, is there more to life than this? When we need to step out of the cycle and find our life's purpose, because when we find our life's purpose, we have happiness and fulfillment, and we have a desire to want to do more and be more.
So again, I don't believe that individuals who take on jobs to achieve a lot of money for the sake of achieving a lot of money have found their purpose, and this is why they become unhappy. I'm not saying that everybody that chooses to pursue money in fields or in endeavors that are not necessarily, they're not passionate about it from the inside out, but they're passionate about it because of what it can provide. That is not necessarily purpose. And this is why individuals may end up running into the psychological situations of unhappiness, unfulfillment, fatigue, burnout, and often depression and things of that nature, even though they have achieved a lot on the financial front of the, the things that they're doing with their life. And this makes a difference this is the difference between doing what is uniquely appealing to you from within versus doing something that you can do, that you have developed the skill and tool set, but it is not something that you would do if it didn't pay the money that it paid. And this is where purpose falls into place. Purpose is from within. It is that thing that you would do if there were no money involved, that brings you a peace of mind, brings you fulfillment. This is where purpose resides. And this is where passion resides. When individuals do the things that they love, they're naturally passionate about it. If they turn that into a situation where they can create money for their life and the lifestyle that they need, then they are even more passionate, and it's more of an enjoyable experience. It is not work, it is living your passion and your purpose. So, with that being the case, you and I, there are three things that we need to put into play in order to cultivate the purpose and to turn our purpose into income and maintain the passion for life that comes with a purpose that is tied to your internal states and desires that you would do even if you didn't get paid for it. One, you and I must cultivate our unique talents. We must first identify those talents and cultivate it, and identify the fact that I would do this for free. I love doing it. Then two, we must become disciplined. There's nothing that is sustained without discipline. We may reach certain heights, but if the discipline starts to falter, then the success will eventually falter. And sacrifice. Many of us are too comfortable. And technology has done a great thing to advance the living conditions of pretty much everybody in society, even those who are poor, generally speaking, in this country have a lot more than those in other countries that do not have this level of technology. But technology is a gift, and it can be a gift and it can be a curse depending on how you use it. And many individuals have allowed technology to use them instead of using technology in order to upgrade their life and level up to a higher level of living and existing. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and leave a comment if you like. Have a beautiful day. Peace.